Hi, I'm here with Ben Lakey of Syndi Health. We've just had our podcast interview, which you'll be able to find on all of the relevant platforms and at theimpactinterview.com. Syndi's created the world's most accessible and personalized digital mental health recommendation system to enable people to measure and self-manage their health without asking for overwhelming amounts of information. In a nutshell, obviously listen more on the podcast for that, but I've got a few questions. Quickfire questions for Ben to answer just to round us off. Ben, what is the mission?
Syndi's mission is to make sure people aren't left unsupported and alone, to make sure they find the right support right when they need it. And we do this through our digital innovation, a platform that integrates into existing care pathways and guides people towards existing services, whether that's digital apps or charity support, to make sure they find the personalized resources that make the biggest impact and positive impact for them.
Excellent. Okay. What's your biggest challenge?
Our biggest challenge is that we're building for the patients, but we need to check the boxes for the clinicians and the customers as well. So we're not a B2C app, we're a B2B platform to make sure people don't have to pay for it themselves, but their organizations give them access. So we need to please the customers, but also build something that's impactful and useful for the patients. We're really taking into account all the different needs of both the customer and the patient to make sure it's a positive and useful product.
Great. What's your biggest motivation?
Our biggest motivation is just the scale of this problem. It's the world's largest cause of disability, depression, anxiety, and everything that's happened the past year, the rising rates of these mental illnesses. Scale is just so big. And it doesn't really discriminate from anyone. It's 1 in 5 of everyone you know and love. So it touches most people's personal lives or someone they know. And just that is too big of a problem to not rally around.
What are you most grateful for?
Most grateful for the team and support I have around us, whether it's in my personal life, my girlfriend, my family, dating and being friends or a family member of a startup founder is quite difficult at times. I think we're working nonstop and usually quite pressed for time. So they've been very, very great, very beneficial at helping me get through the tough times and focus on the company. And obviously everyone we have at the company here, the employees, the advisors, the mentors, the support around us. We can't do it alone. So I'm really grateful for all those people in my life.
Cool. Good. What's your greatest skill?
I'd say my greatest skill is gathering and rallying people around the mission. I'm not really the best at anything, but I think I'm really good at finding people that are and getting them motivated to join us and support us. So I think rallying the teams, getting the most out of people, I think that's my biggest skill.
And your weakness?
Thankfully, my weakness is my co-founder's greatest strength. I think on the technical side, I'm not an app developer. I'm not a machine learning engineer. I'm not a designer, and he does all those things. So that's why Entrepreneur First was so great to find him. He really compliments me. I try to keep up with all the development side, but he's so fast that sometimes I just check in and say, okay, where are we at, and try to keep up. But trying to learn, but maybe down the line I get into the coding and development more. But right now, I'm lucky I have him.
Need to know basis. Exactly.
Yeah.
So who is your greatest influence or inspiration?
I have to say my grandfather. He was a kidney surgeon back in Canada and passed away about 6 years ago now. He always said that he'd never worked a day in his life. He loved what he did so much that he never felt like he was working. And I want to build a company that feels that way. And every day we come into the office and get on Slack and get on Zoom and talk to each other. It doesn't feel like work. We're rallied around the mission, but I think his mindset of not making it feel like work makes it easy to come in every day and work weekends and evenings because you love it.
Yeah. I think there was a Simon Sinek quote I read yesterday about, if you love what you do, then it's not work. It's a passion, right? So,
absolutely.
Yeah. Who is your, sorry, I've done that one. What's your most important daily ritual?
Yes, I love to kick things off with a workout, whether it's a run or when the gyms are open on COVID times, going to the gym, really clearing the head, de-stressing, getting focused for the day, and having a good breakfast. really kicking things off with a good big smoothie, maybe some granola and yogurt, and getting ready for the day. I think it's really important to make time for that. Because it's very easy to put that off. And then when you're tired, it's really tough to do. So I like first thing in the morning, workout and a big smoothie.
Yeah, excellent. And how do you switch off? Assuming you do switch off.
Yeah, usually through sports. So played ice hockey a lot growing up back in Canada. And there's actually still a team in Stratham here that I go to on Tuesdays when the rinks are open. So Tuesday nights, love to get out there, get competitive, meet a lot of great people through that. And golf as well. So I think the sports where you're focusing on something else, really distracting you from the other things, but just clearing your head.
Yeah. Excellent. Good. Thank you for being my first quickfire respondent. And good to chat. All the best.